What up, everyone? So, I've been on my little journey for a minute now, and I've started to realize certain things while doing these things. Alright, first off, I had a 3-year head start. 3 years ago, all of this broke through, it opened up for me, it happened within an instant. Right now, what's been going on is I've been on let's say I was up here at that point 3 years ago, and then I just, bleh. And then the next year, I started getting back up there. And I was almost up there again, and then I fell. And then this year, I'm pushing, trying to get right back up there to where I was. Because I saw a bunch of shit that's hard to explain. I'm not going to bother explaining it because I don't want to give you guys, false ideas to fall back on and imagine or whatever. I want y'all to figure it out on your own, in that sense. But anyways, I'm going to give out some pointers. Now, you know you're doing it right whenever you start seeing either one of these three symbols in your eyesight all the time. You're going to see them constantly. It's either going to be this thing constantly spinning, this little ball of energy that always looks like water boiling, or Mr. Cheeks just sitting there in your eyesight making faces and telling you what's good, what's not. Alright? So once you start seeing any of those, you're really starting to push the limits. You're starting to go into a higher level of this. Because, I've heard plenty of people say, oh, I've got the white spot, or I've got the blue spot. And yeah, I'm not saying you're doing something wrong. It's correct. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just the early stage. You're talking about something that looks like this. It's all darkness inside your head, right? And you'll just see this one little white spot floating there when you close your eyes. That's what I had at first time. That white spot eventually turns into that triple spiral thing, and it's always just spinning round and round and round. You'll get something like that the first time. Just a random white spot. And it's not that big, it's like a small white spot. Sometimes it'll turn blue, sometimes it'll turn yellow, sometimes it changes colors. It all depends on what you're doing. Now, this whole thing, yes, I've talked to Grim a few times, and well, he basically told me what I had already kind of figured is that things are going to start releasing themselves naturally. And whenever the caca hits the fan finally, it's an automatic wake up because you've been pushing on it this entire time. So whenever the caca hits the fan, you're basically going to be able to do this ASAP without a problem. It'll just come out naturally. So, with that said, if you want to speed up the process, let me elaborate. Your body has a bunch. Now, this is basically your body, right? It's a shitty drawing, yeah, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Your body is basically empty, just like this picture. You don't really have anything inside of you. Yeah, you have organs and all this shit, but honestly, you want your body to be empty. The more empty it gets, the lighter it feels and the easier it is to make energy flow through it. Now, there's this little thing I've started to figure out how to control it more and more, and I call it the goosebumps effect because it's literally what you get, the chills, whenever a ghost passes by through you, or you see something so amazing that it gives you chills. Now, you can control the chills all up inside of your body. It feels like a small whirlwind moving around, like a literal whirlwind spinning. Now, whenever you start feeling this whirlwind, you kind of want to breathe I'm gonna draw it out here. I'm gonna pause this in a second, draw it out.